Because needs, as I define needs, contain no reference to what you want the other person to do differently. That's another important thing to do, but we don't want to mix up our needs with our requests. Now, it's taken me quite a while to develop a language of needs. I went to schools for 21 years, and I can never recall teachers asking me what my needs were. See, we have been systematically educated for about 8,000 years not to be very clear about our needs. Because we have been educated to obey authority. We have been taught to exist within domination structures in which somebody considers themselves a superior who has a right to control others. And this kind of domination requires a language of domination, a language in which this person claims to know what people are. They know what's right, what's wrong, what's good, what's bad, what's selfish, what's unselfish, what's competent, what's incompetent. A very dangerous, tragic language. And that language is needed because within such cultures, the justice system is retributive justice, based on punishment and reward. So, if you want to make life more miserable on the planet, not only use a language that blames, criticizes, but use punishment or reward to try to influence people. Nonviolent communication shows us ways of being more powerful than we can ever be through using punishment or reward. So if you are a czar or a king or a president or someone who wants to control those below them, you do not want people to have a consciousness of life, of their needs. Because people do not make good slaves when they're connected to life. So that's why we have been educated to associate the word needs as being needy, selfish. In the wolf world, women are taught loving women have no needs. They sacrifice their needs for their family. Men have been educated to believe that brave men have no needs. They're willing to sacrifice their life for the king, the czar, the president, the flag, or a bunch of other things. See? That's why in the schools, public schools, the primary objective is obedience to authority. Teachers that I've worked with for the last 35 years almost all say the number one thing they're evaluated by is how controlled the students are in their classrooms. When the administrator goes by, is everybody sitting up and looking at the teacher and quiet? See? So, this is a very important part of nonviolent communication, a need literacy. And what goes with the needs are our feelings. Because when our needs are being fulfilled, we feel pleasureful feelings. When our needs are not being fulfilled, we have painful feelings. So in nonviolent communication, we evaluate the person's behavior with reference to those three things: a clear observation, and then we tell the person how we feel about what they have done, and then we tell them what need of ours wasn't met. So, that's a language of life. That's being honest by saying what's alive in us. Notice in those three things, there's no insinuation of wrongness on the part of the other person. We're answering the question, how we are, without saying what the other person is. But we don't stop there. We have a very important fourth ingredient that we want to add to that. Because when we tell people what they've done and how it doesn't meet our needs and the discomfort we feel as a result of that, we want to end on a clear request that tells the person what we would appreciate their doing to better contribute to our well-being.